Welcome back to another beautiful South Florida day. Holy cow, it's heating up, and so is the crabbing. Stay tuned, we got a beautiful episode and a great crab cake. We're gonna go ahead and set 5 traps out today, January 23rd. Let's go drop the pots. And we'll send this one. Whoops. All right, bait and funnels on the bottom. Let's send it. Last one, let's chuck it on in there. Chucking it all in there. See you in 2 days. It's got to be 75 degrees. I got 5 traps out here. Looking forward to see what we have. They've been sitting out here for about 4 days, and that is the absolute max that I would recommend setting these traps for. After that, they're gonna start to cannibalize themselves, or they'll just be super light when it's time to eat them, and then that kind of sucks. So, let's see what we got. Let's go get those crabs. What we have here, this is probably only around 5 feet of water, maybe 6. We got 4, 5 crabs. Great crab pot. Let's dump this. 2, 3, 4. And then this big belly here, 5. All right. Start. All right, that one is a nice one there. Good looking underside, nice and rusty, dirty bottom, which means it's going to be nice and heavy. Beautiful crabs here. That's a good looking one. That's probably about 7 inches. What do we got? Catfish and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 crabs. A couple that are mating. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's in there. Look at these guys. Look at that guy. It's as red as the trap. I believe these are invasive, so I hang on to them. But they're interesting, very pretty. There's another red crab, brown crab. Very similar, a little bit more blue, but short carapace. As you can see, that's that top shell. It's got the shorter, stubbier tips. Also invasive. And we'll toss her back, and the catfish. That's a big female. Shoo-wee. All right, on to the next. There we go. That's looking good. A couple nice ones in there. Man, that's a great crab pot there. Oh, we have 8. 8. That one right there, that's a nice one. So far, crab of the day. Nice, Jimmy. Probably about 8 feet, maybe. Got some stuff in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a mangrove snapper. 6 crabs and a snapper. One of them is a stone crab, and they don't look big enough to keep the claws. Let's see if we can get this. Then we got a female that's pregnant, so we're definitely going to get her out of here, but that's a fantastic looking crab. Not sure if y'all can see that. Bye, girls. All right. Now really, if I'm being honest, there's really only one decent crab in here, and it's this big Jasper over here. Holy cow, that is a great looking crab. All right, let's see if we can just get him out. We'll toss both of those back. So 5, I think we only kept one. Not a great trapper. So this is a pregnant female. It's got that pouch on the bottom, the egg sac, and eventually she will release those and produce a bunch of babies. So let's get her back. Do your thing, girl. Okay, this one sits probably around 6 feet. And nothing crazy going on over here. A lot of smaller crabs out right now. Lots of small crabs. I'm not sure I want to keep any of these, but I'll put them in just in case. Except for that one. Alright. You're out. Let's head home. So what was that? Like at least 5 in every trap. One had about 8. So we'll say about 28. That's a great day. That is a fantastic day. I did a pretty good job sorting through these already, but we'll dump them out just to show you guys the catch. Couple smalls. These are not the biggest, but the rest of those are definitely nice keeper crabs. Can't beat that. Look at that red one. You don't get to see that very often. Certainly don't see that in Maryland. And look at this bad boy. That is gorgeous. But we're keeping probably only around 20. Nonetheless, awesome day. It's improving. I'm telling you what, I really think that 2025 is going to be a great year. Last year, the winter was just so weird that it screwed the whole season up. But let's keep our fingers crossed there. Nothing is confirmed yet. But anyway, we're going to go back to the house. We'll make some crab cakes. I'm not sure what's on the docket today, but man, I'm praying it's good. All right, y'all. See you back at the house. Wake up! It's time for cooking crabs with Brad. All right, everybody. If you don't remember, we're going through this here, The Crab Cookbook by Whitey Schmidt, and we're gonna do all 30 crab cakes that are in here. Today, we're on crab cake number 4. It's not John's crab cake. It's not Helen's crab cake. It's John and Helen's crab cake out of Lakeland, Florida. Lakeland, represent. All right. Helen and John, I'm going to email you separately because I have some major concerns here and a couple questions. So let's get right to it. I think that this recipe is, just from my observation, right around a 6 out of 10. Okay? I have 2 concerns. So a tablespoon. Tablespoon, it's actually kind of a lot of an ingredient. They call for 2 tablespoons of water in this. I feel like that's just a typo. Maybe somebody was confused or that's a mistake. Next, it calls for a tablespoon of Old Bay seasoning plus a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So in addition to the salty Old Bay, let's add more salt. Stay safe out there, folks. All right, otherwise I think that this looks pretty good. You know, it does call for a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, so we're adding even more fluid to this thing. I guess I just had a bad experience on one of these where the crab cake didn't really stay together, just fell apart. It was delicious, but it just fell apart. Otherwise, really pretty nice looking crab cake recipe. I would maybe add some mustard. I don't know, people just don't put mustard in crab cakes like I do. And it also calls for this recipe to be mixed and then sit for a full day to give time for the ingredients to incorporate and to let the seasoning kind of infuse into the crab cake. So, as I mentioned on the very first time, we're gonna honor that. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it up tonight, and then we're gonna eat it tomorrow. I'm super hungry, but whatever. So why did I choose John and Helen's crab cake? No, it's not because they're from Lakeland. Much love, Lakeland. You are my neighbor to the northwest. But it's because I don't have any eggs. Eggs are crazy expensive right now, people. I don't understand what's going on. They're heisting trucks. I just watched on the news, they stole 100,000 eggs from someone. It's crazy. So anyway, I don't have eggs. This is eggless. So it worked out. Lots of mayonnaise, by the way. We're looking at a half a cup of mayonnaise. That's a lot of mayonnaise. So anyway, let's get into this. Helen and John's crab cake. We're doing it. Let's go. Let's run through this. We have a half cup of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of chopped parsley, 1 tablespoon of onion, 1 tablespoon of Old Bay seasoning, extra 1/4 tablespoon of salt, some red pepper, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of water, 2 tablespoons, and then we're gonna mix. All right, there's our wet stuff there. Just take these and kind of do one of these moves with these. That's what we're gonna do. And you know, two buns, that's a lot. That is a lot of bread. I feel like maybe they wanted this to sit out over that one day because I think they wanted it to be a little bit more dry. Anyway, whatever. Okay, now that we've gotten this bread all crumbled up, we're gonna go ahead and add in the crab meat. Lightly mix this and let it sit for just a little while, and then we'll get these other ingredients mixed in. Fold it in as not to break up the crab meat as best as you can. I want us to go ahead and mix all of these ingredients together. So we'll go ahead and do that. Again, you want to fold this in very gently as not to destroy the crab meat. And this is our mixture of bread and crab meat that we poured that on too. All right, there is the finished product. I really think that looks pretty good. So from a mix standpoint, I'm gonna give that probably about a 7. So now we have 8 beautiful crab cakes. They were portioned out using a 1/3 cup. This is exactly what the recipe calls for. They wanted 8 separate patties that we're going to take and put with cornflakes. All right, in the refrigerator for 1 full day. Welcome back. Neighbor came through. Got some cornflakes. So the recipe calls for us to get them into crumbs, and then we're going to coat the full crab cake with the cornflake crumbs. If I can even get it flipped. Cornflake crab cake. Got our cornflakes on there. We're just going to do 2 today. I'm going to do 1 in the skillet, 1 in the oven. I've already had Chipotle and I'm pretty stuffed, so I don't want to overdo it. But this is what they turned out like. Nice and hot. Nice and hot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that didn't turn out great. Look here now, don't judge me. I mean, I did the best I can. I'm not a seasoned professional when it comes to cooking with cornflakes, but it looks okay on this side. The other side looks burnt to shit. It's all about how it tastes. That does not look great though. I'm gonna give that like a 6. A little excited. I want to try this thing out. So here's what we're looking at. Doesn't look super fantastic, but it doesn't look bad. That's interesting. So I burnt the bottom, and that's really all I can taste is that burnt taste. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I'm not sure how you're ever going to cook this thing with the cornflakes on it and not get it all burnt up, but it's good crab cake. Solid. 7.8. 7.8, there's a lot of filler. It's a little spicy. I kind of like that. Not the best crab cake I've ever had, but it's pretty good. Different. I like the cornflakes. There's no egg in this, thank goodness, because eggs are now $10 a dozen. And that's a wrap on this. Last bite. Last bite, last bite. Good, not great. Mark it, 7.8. I'll show you all the broiled one in a minute. Everything looks good. All right, let's try it out. At least we didn't burn it. I think that looks all right. John, Helen, let's give it a try. Man, that thing is piping hot. I should have let it cool for a minute. Ooh. Looks good. Looks hot. Real hot. Tastes about the same, less burnt, still just okay. 7.8. Mark it in the books. This is Brad. Thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Keep being good to each other. Try these crab cakes. I'm telling you, there's a lot of good ones in here, and it's only going to get better from here. So stay tuned. Catch y'all next time. I'm out.